Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have the Citizen Chandler 100-meter solar field watch, and this is model number AW0050-82E. And as usual, we're going to open this thing up, look at all the features and functions, check out the build quality, and then I'll let you know what I think of this brand new field watch from Citizen. Also, make sure you check out my Amazon shopping channel for all of my favorite watches that I reviewed on this channel, and be sure to visit my Teespring merch store and pick yourself up a t-shirt or a mug. I'll make sure to put both of those links in the description field for you. So you've seen these Citizen watch boxes thousands of times, I'm sure. I think they actually upgraded the actual watch, not really a box, but the cylinder inside. It just feels more robust, more durable. And I don't know if this kind of semi-plasticized ring was new. I have no idea. This thing just feels tougher and stronger. I'm not quite sure what it is. Anyway, let's open this thing up, take a look at the watch. Now, the only thing that came in the watch box was this little kind of advertisement, My Citizen. No manual or like warranty card or anything like that. So I'm a little concerned that maybe they just forgot to put it in the box. I'm not quite sure. It's not like these watches are hard to set or figure out. It's just it didn't really come with all the usual literature that you would get with the Citizen watch. Anyway, strange, but no big deal. All right, let's put everything back. Let's talk about the watch. I'll go ahead and put up all the specs on the left-hand side of the screen for you. Let's take this thing out of the watch cylinder here. And this thing is heavy. First impressions, it's pretty heavy, man. I was a little bit surprised. All right, put this back. Let's go ahead and put up the specs on the left-hand side of the screen, and then we'll talk more about this thing. Interesting watch, man. You're looking at a 43 millimeter case. It's 10 millimeters thick. It's 48 millimeters lug to lug. It's on a 22 millimeter bracelet. It does have a mineral crystal. It's water resistant to 100 meters, which of course is 330 feet. It has the J800 movement inside with a power reserve of 8 months. It has 24-hour markings, 60-minute markings. It is not windable. Of course, it is hackable because it's a Quartz watch. You have the date at 3 o'clock. You have the day at 3 o'clock. You have an insufficient charge warning, which of course the second hand will start jumping every 2 seconds when you need to charge this thing up. You have a non-screw down crown over there at 3 o'clock with some crown guards. You have a screw down case back. You have that Citizen proprietary lume that I have no idea what type of lume it is. And you have a very highly polished, and I'll talk more about that later, kind of fixed bezel. So I like this thing, man. I mean, it looks like a whole bunch of different types of watches. And first of all, this Chandler range from Citizen, they have over 100 different models of the Chandler model line from Citizen. This is, I think, one of the best looking ones. And again, this watch looks like a whole bunch of other different watches. I mean, it looks like a Seiko 5. It looks like a Hamilton Khaki. It looks like a Marathon. And many, like Boulder, the micro brand Boulder. It looks like many other different types of field watches, because most field watches are pretty similar in the fact that they have the regular 12-hour markings, and then they have the 24-hour inner markings on the inside there. And it's just kind of a standard look for your kind of standard field watch. The difference with this one is that it's extremely polished. It's really highly polished everywhere you look. Not my personal preference for a field watch. I guess they're trying to make it a little bit dressier than your normal field watch, but I mean, everywhere you look, there's a polished surface. I mean, look at the bezel, the sides of the lugs, the links, the sides of the links, even the crown guards, in the sections in between the links, and of course I just showed you the sides. I mean, it's really highly polished. I would have preferred more of a matte finish or a brushed finish. Personally, that's just me. I mean, it really does, when you wear it out in the sunlight, it really does kind of catch the sun and kind of bling like crazy. And I'm not quite sure that's really the purpose of a field watch. But, this is Citizen's take on it. If you want one of those other ones, get yourself a Seiko 5 or one of those nice Hamilton Khakis. They have a few polished surfaces, but I think the main thing for me is probably this polished bezel that's just really shiny. But it doesn't look bad. I think they're trying to step up this from a really, just a regular kind of everyday field watch to a little bit more of a dressy casual watch. So anyway, it feels solid. I think it does look great. You have that nice matte black dial. Again, it looks a lot like a Seiko 5 because you have the Seiko 5 where, part of the Seiko 5 is having the day and date over there at 3 o'clock. Really simple hands, simple indexes, not a lot of writing on the dial. You got Citizen right there, and you've got Eco Drive down here at the bottom. It doesn't tell you that it's 100 meters water resistant. Not really obviously dive watch, so they're not going to tout the water resistance of this watch. Just, I mean, incredibly legible. You can't really fault it at all for the for the legibility. Over there on the crown, non-screw down crown, you got some nice little crown guards here. Of course, you pull it out once, and that does your day and date. You pull it out twice, that changes your, that allows you to adjust the time. And of course it hacks the second hand stops right there. Push it back in, it starts up again. You've got a nice little skeletonized triangle. I just noticed that. Look at that. Nice little skeletonized triangle right there. And I'll show you what the loom looks like here in a little bit. It's not as loomed as you think it would be, which is a little disappointing, but I like the color a lot. So anyway, so real simple dial, real simple bezel, real simple crown. You've got enough knurling on the crown that makes it, makes it nice to pull in and out. Again, not a screw down crown. This is not a dive watch. Again, look at that bezel, extremely highly polished. Look at the sides of the watch, very polished. The bracelet feels great. The only thing I wish they would have done is made this a milled, machined scissor clasp instead of this stamped metal. I can't stand the stamped metal. And whenever Citizen puts one of those really nice bracelets on a dive watch that has that milled, machined scissor clasp, they're probably one of my favorite bracelets of any watch around. But I wish they would have done that with this one. But this one is relatively inexpensive, so I guess it's just, kind of a cost-cutting savings thing. Case back, typical Citizen case back. You've got all your laser etching there, some information about the movement, the water resistance, all that other stuff. Eco Drive right there in the middle. You've seen these case backs a million times. Of course, it's a screw-down case back. I mean, it's a nice watch. It's really a great beater watch. Beater slash going out to, kind of a semi-nice dinner. This is not, a watch you're trying to show off to anybody. This is a watch that you just want to, be able to tell the time. It's very legible. It looks good. It's got a little bit of a polish to it, so it can be a little bit more dressy and casual than your regular watch. But this is not, you're not going to go out there and try to flex with this watch for sure. And actually, this thing just dropped $30 in price. I got it for $130, and now it's on Amazon for $99. Let me see. Let me double check that here. I think it's $99.95. Yep, $99.99. So it's dropped $30 for some reason in, I think, 2 or 3 days. So if you really like this, and I see no reason why you wouldn't. It's a great watch. It's pretty simple. Go out there and get one, man. That's a great, great price for this field, for this field watch. So what else? Let's talk about the clasp. You got a signed clasp there. Nice deployment clasp. I'm sorry, signed buckle. Well, deployment clasp, buckle, same thing. You've got some micro adjustments. You only got 3 of them, it looks like. So I mean, like I said, you got this polished inserts right there in the links, which is nice. What else? Man, I can't get over how polished this watch is. Good grief. So let's go ahead and try it on. See what this thing feels like. I actually haven't tried it on yet. Normally I pre-try my watches on just to see if they're going to fit for the review. Let's get this price tag out of the way here. Let's see what this thing feels like. All right. Oh man, that feels, wow. I'm really impressed. That feels great. You know what, and kind of looking at it from a distance, the polish is not that bad. I mean, it's not bad that it's polished. It's just, I've always been, a brushed finish, matte finish type of guy. I've never liked a lot of polishing on my watches. That's just me personally. Because it scratches up and it looks like crap after a while. That's why I prefer the brush finish, because it kind of hides those scratches a little bit better. But man, talk about comfortable. Man, this might have like the perfect weight for a watch. It's not super light, not super heavy. Wow, man, this feels really good. I'm shocked. This feels really good. All right, let's go ahead and kill the studio light in the monitor here. And let's get a loom shot. There we go. You can kind of already see what's going to happen here. Let's go ahead and zap this. Now that the indexes have a little dot beside them or above them or below them. And then you have the hands that are loomed. There you go. The second hand is not loomed, but that's really, when you think about it, that's all you really need. You just need to be able to tell what time it is. And how many things are you going to be doing in the dark that require a second hand? But, so there you go. There's a loom. I love their cobalt blue loom. Citizen has the best looking loom color of any watch manufacturer. Of course, Rolex has that really nice cobalt blue too. But unless you want to spend 10 grand, get a Citizen. They have a really, really cool cobalt blue loom. And again, I've never been able to find out, what type of loom they're using, if it's from Super Luminova or some other, manufacturer. But look at it, it's lasting a long time too. Look at that. Wow, nice loom application. All right, let's turn everything else back on. And let's finish this review up here. So guys, again, that's really been about it for this one. Just a real simple kind of, everyday, kind of like an everyday carry watch. You see a lot of those guys that have those channels that do everyday carry stuff, like, what type of little, pocket knife do you carry? This is kind of like an EDC, but for a watch. And I like it, man. God, it was really, I have to say, it was extremely comfortable on the wrist. That bracelet, really high quality. Even though I don't like the stamped metal for the scissor clasp, these links feel absolutely wonderful on the wrist. So you might want to consider that as well. And let me see if they have a price on this thing. I think the retail was like $225 or something like that. Yep, there you go. $225. And they have them on Amazon now for 99 bucks. So this is a steal right now. I would go out there and get one of these if you like it. And guys, that's really, about it. I'll make sure to put a link in the description field over to my Amazon page. So you can go over there and get this. Again, it was originally $135 when I got it. Now it's down to $99. So snap it up if you like it. Also, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I would really, really appreciate that. Make sure you click that notification bell. I would appreciate that as well if you like the channel and if you like the content. I've got another really cool review coming up here in a few days. It's kind of a comparison review. I'm not going to tell you which brands, but it's kind of like a knockoff homage knockoff / comparison. They're both pretty, one of them is pretty decent for the money. I was really kind of surprised. But anyway, that'll be coming up in a few days. And guys, that's been about it for now. Again, this has been the Citizen Chandler 100-meter solar field watch. And this is model number AW0050-82E. Go out there and pick it up if you like it. All right, take care. Bye-bye.